Guys, what's up? It's Weird Alicorn, and I'm back today to read more of Ponyfix, I guess. I'm not reading Close Bonds again right now. Like I said, we're going to put that on hold until a couple more chapters have been let out, so we don't get caught up in some kind of crazy shit again. But today I'm just going to like pick some random shit. I don't know. I haven't really even decided yet. But I'm going to look through my thing right now, my lineup of stories of Ponyfix, and see what looks good. This one has a cute picture. I like this picture. Really cute cover art. It looks like Rose Luck or something, I guess, because she has roses in her arms. This is called Luck of the Rose by Shadow Swipe. It's romance and human. Second person fic starring you and Rose Luck. It's the beginning of summer and you have nothing to do. One day you're wandering around the market and you notice a new girl working at one of the flower stands. You decide to talk to her and a new friendship is born. But soon after, things start to pick up and you're just caught in the middle. Like Malcolm? Author's notes. My first time writing a human romance. Sorry if it's a little rough in places. This comes after a huge hiatus of writing, so I need to get back into the swing of things. Okay, that's understandable. I don't know. Why don't we read this, guys? This sounds pretty decent. I guess it only has one chapter. That was written, I don't know, a couple of days ago. But it was like one of the top things in my lineup, so why not? I guess I must have thought it was somewhat interesting. Or I kind of do think it's interesting right now. I don't see many Rose Luck fix or human fix, and it's second person, so it's kind of like a close bonds in that sense. So and I guess it's human, so I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know. We'll have to read and find out, right? So anyway, yeah, we'll just read this one and see if we like it or not, and maybe I'll read another one tomorrow, something different, and we can choose between the ones that I've read so far and which ones we want to continue or not. Okay. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. The hazy sound of summer is bustling throughout the town. The people seem to be out in full swing. You smile at the bustle of activity. The shoes of the people around you pitter on the cobblestone streets, making a sort of chaotic rhythm to the scene. The air is thick with people's voices, talking and trading. You lean against the front of a shop, watching the people as they go about their shopping and general townly chores, watching the tattoos they have on their necks. Each one is different, each one meaning something different. You rub your neck where your tattoo is, feeling the little bits of raised skin where it hasn't healed yet. It is a tradition in the town and the surrounding areas to get a tattoo when you enter adulthood. The most important tattoo of all was the neck tattoo. People call it a cutie mark. People often spend their adolescent years looking for what they want to do with the rest of their lives. Going through school, going out to jobs, helping other people, and when they find what they like and what they want to do for the rest of their lives, they get their cutie marks. You got your cutie mark not too long ago. What is our cutie mark? Do we get to decide, or are you going to decide for us, story? You sigh and lower your hand, slipping it into your pocket, fiddling with the pen and various other little things that have found their new home into your pocket. You lean off the wall and begin to wander the market, looking over what was for sale. Basic things you'd find at a flea market. Knickknacks. Are there paddywhacks with those knickknacks? Homemade things. The local farms are there selling their produce. Milk, cheese, meat, various fruits and veggies. The biggest booth belongs to Sweet Apple Acres. They have the biggest farm in town. You venture down the farm stalls, looking over the corn and tomatoes until you come to the apple stall. I guess this is Applejack. Howdy! It's good to see ya here again. Same thing as always? I can't do a southern accent. You hear a familiar voice with the unmistakable twang. Hey, no thanks. Kinda tight on cash right now, AJ. You reply, politely shaking your head. That's alright. Take one. It's on the house. Would it be on the farm? The girl behind the counter gives you a wink and tosses an apple to you. Thanks, AJ. I owe you one, you say, catching the apple and rubbing it on the sleeve of your t-shirt. You owe me 50. She chuckles. Oh, hey, I see you finally got your cutie mark. Yeah, I got it a few days ago. It's still a bit sore. Feels weird, too. Kind of like the muscle is stiff. you explain while rubbing your tattoo. No rubbing. I know how you feel. It'll take some time to heal, but yours looks like it's healing rather well. I got mine 2 years ago. It was weird for a while, but before you know it, it feels fine and normal, she says, and she pulls her blonde ponytail out of the way and reveals her cutie mark. I see. Well, I hope it heals sooner than later. This is a little painful, you say, taking a bite of the apple. You worry too much. Like I said, before you know it, it'll feel fine. Now get a move on. I've got other customers, she says, turning to tend to the other people who have shown up. You nod to her and continue down the line of stalls, taking bites out of your apple. It is a good apple, one of the best. It's a staple in the area, since Sweet Apple Acres is one of the biggest exporters in the town. As you walk down the path, you come across the flower stalls. A very pleasant scent fills the air. You very rarely come down this part of town. Is it on the wrong side of the tracks? You very rarely come down this part of town. And when you did, it usually means you were trying to fix something with someone. But this time it's an accident, and you don't mind. It's a nice day out. The colors of all the flowers shine bright in the sun, like a rainbow, but actually physical, and closer to the ground. You linger in front of the booth, just staring into the arrangements. There is a certain bunch of roses that really catch your eye. They are the same shape and size as a normal rose, but each petal is a different color. Cool. Blue, red, green, orange, yellow. It's an explosion of color. You're so taken in by this flower, you almost ignore the person talking to you. You look up to meet the gaze of an unfamiliar face. She looks to be about the same age as you, but you don't recognize her from anywhere. Her hair is short and red. Wait, you don't recognize her from... Isn't Ponyville, like, a pretty small town? Okay, whatever. I'll suspend my disbelief. She looks to be about the same age as you, but you don't recognize her from anywhere. Her hair is short and red, with a lighter, almost pink streak in the front. Her eyes are a dark emerald green, and her skin is pale white. Her cutie mark looks new. The skin around it is red and slightly raised, like yours is. It is of a single rose. Oh, so this must be rose-like. What voice should I give her? I've never done her voice. What should I give? Her name's the girl asks in a soft. So she has a soft voice. Okay. Hello, sir. That'll work, right? Hello, sir. Yeah, I'll go with that for now. I'll change it if it gets too weird. Hello, sir. See something interesting? The girl asks in a soft voice. What do you mean by interesting? You ask in return. Well, he just sort of stopped and stared at my stall. I figured you spotted something interesting. Or wrong, she said, looking to where you were staring. Oh, no, well, yes, these roses here, I've never seen them before. You point to the bushel of bright, multicolored roses. Oh, those are called rainbow roses. They're really hard to find around here. I had to get them brought in from Kennerlot. They're grown this way using magic. I don't exactly know how it's done, but it makes a beautiful result, don't you think? She asked, her voice laced with excitement. Yeah, they are quite beautiful. You reply with a smile, taking the chance to look over this girl's face again. Something about it you like. It's soft and welcoming. She looks up and meets your gaze. Both of you look away shyly. So would you like to buy one? They're great for that special someone in your life, she says, a nervous tone apparent in her voice. No thank you. There's no one special for me. But it was nice to see the flowers and have this quick talk, you reply, trying to break the awkwardness. Oh, well, I hope I was able to teach you something, she says, poking back up with a smile. You have, and now I had to get going. I've been holding this apple core in my hand, and it's all sticky now. I'll see you around. You give a nod and a smile before turning to leave. Alrighty. She smiles once more and gives a little wave. A few seconds later, she calls out to you. Hey, wait! I have a question! You hear her voice and stop. You pitch the apple core into a dumpster across the road, and wipe your hands and head back to her. What's the question, you say calmly. I noticed your tattoo. It looks fresh. Did you just get it? She asked, the nervousness returning. Yeah, a few days ago, you say, raising an eyebrow, running a finger along your tattoo. I got mine a few days ago, too. She paused and turned her head to show her tattoo. My name is Rose, by the way. She smiles at you with a tiny bow. Rose. I'll remember that. You return the smile and an awkward silence follows. I won't keep you if you have to get going. She shuffles some flowers around in their stalls and looks away. Yeah, I really do have to get going. You let out a little sigh. Hey, Rose. I'll see you around. You give her another nod and begin to walk away. You can feel her eyes on the back of your head, burning into your skull. You push your thoughts aside as you look up to the sky. Some seraphs are flying by. Thoughts of flying begin to seep into your mind. What's it like? What does it feel? Is it easy? How high can you go? Well, as high as the atmosphere, obviously. Well, I guess, I don't know. How high can you go? I guess you'd have to go, you can only go as high as the air pressure allows, because if there's not enough air, if there's not enough, like, molecules to, like, glide on top of, I guess, then you wouldn't be able to. So if it thins out, as the atmosphere thins out, I guess you wouldn't be able to fly it there. I don't know how that works. Something I must look up. To Google! But not now. All of these things just manifest themselves into your brain. You shake your head and bring your thoughts back to the street in front of you, avoiding the people who are walking by. Okay, so there's a break in the text there. So far we've met Rose. She seems pretty cute. Pretty, I don't know. She kind of has a personality. Maybe that's just me doing the voice that's giving her one. Anyway, after a day of wandering around town, you head home. And the sun is just beginning to set. The sky a throw of orange. The clouds look like floating fireballs. You gaze up at the scene and head towards town square. It's a shortcut to your house. The town grew quiet over the day, and now it's almost silent. The only noise coming from the few birds that sing the town to sleep, and from the few people who aren't done with their business yet. You feel your legs start to sting from all the walking you've done today, so you decide to rest by the fountain. You approach it and sit on the edge, the sound of water bringing a calming tone over the square. You lean back on your arms and cross your legs at the ankle, letting out a tired sigh. It's been a long day, you think to yourself, and you recall the events of the day. You close your eyes as you think back. Spent an hour in the market, met that girl Rose. She was cute. Yeah, she was really cute. Went to the arcade, spent too much time and money there. Went to lunch with some friends, and now I'm here. Yep, a good day indeed. You subconsciously smile as you go over the day, but you're pulled back to reality when you hear footsteps coming up beside you. You open your eyes a crack and peek to the right. You notice Rose walking by. She looks tired, or exhausted, rather. She shambles like a zombie past you and sits on the other end of that fountain, completely ignoring your existence. You shrug it off and look around the square. The sun casting its orange hues over the alleyways and streets, the buildings casting grand shadows on the ground. You're quite entranced with the whole picture around you, but you're taken out of it when you hear mumbling. You shake your head and listen again, the mumbling coming from the other side of the fountain. You look over to see Rose sitting by herself mumbling. Mumbling. You look at the way she's sitting. She's hunched over and looking at the ground. Her body screams she's about to just slump over and pass out. You stretch your legs and stand up, making your way over to Rose. She's completely oblivious to your presence. Hey Rose, you say, trying to get her attention. Without warning, she lets out a violent jump and clutches her chest, looking at you wide-eyed. Oh, it's just you. Didn't hear you come over here. Scared the life out of me, she says between breaths. She soon calms down and lets out a small smile. You notice the bags under her eyes. He looks exhausted. Was it a busy day, you ask, trying to confirm what you think you already know? Wait, she has bags under her eyes? Don't you already get, like, bags under your eyes when you don't sleep? I know it's it's not just because you're tired that you get, like, bags under your eyes. You have to actually have missed, like, your sleeping hours to, I don't know, whatever. Nitpicking. You look exhausted. Was it a busy day? You ask, trying to confirm what you think you already know. You have no idea. About an hour after you left, some woman came up saying she needs an entire arrangement for a wedding. It was chaos. She couldn't make up her mind, and then she said she was running late. Then she didn't have enough money and just went on. Then after that, it was busier than it normally is. So yeah. It was a busy day, she explains in a tired, heavy voice, ending with a yawn. Maybe you should just head home and get some rest, since you're so tired, you say with a chuckle. Yeah, I'm on the verge of passing out as it is. I guess I'll get going myself. She slowly stands and lets out another yawn, stumbling a little. You notice a little color begins to fill her cheeks. Hey, you wouldn't mind walking me, home, would you? She asks nervously. Yeah, sure, you reply in a surprised tone. You know, it can be dangerous for a young girl to be walking alone at dusk, she says. A little more color floods into her cheeks. Yeah, it can be. Let's get going then, you reply with an equally shaky voice. Rose nods and begins to walk in the direction of her home. The two of you walk in an awkward silence for a few minutes, questions filling your mind. You watch Rose as she walks a few steps in front of you, watching as she sways left and right tiredly. She stumbles a little bit, and she looks paler than usual. You begin to pick up the pace and walk next to her. She looks over to you with heavy eyes. She takes a step close and latches onto your arm. Your heart skips a beat. It's been a long time since something like this has happened. You look over and she's holding onto your right arm with both of hers, and she's barely applying any pressure. She's slightly leaning into you. She must be ready to pass out, you say in your head. Before long, she tugs on your arm towards a house. This one's mine. Thanks for walking me home, she says weakly before she digs through her pocket and pulls out a key. You're welcome. Like I said, it's dangerous just protecting a pretty lady. You cringe as the words escape your mouth. You mentally kick yourself in the stomach. Before you could finish your sentence, Rose throws her arms around you and wraps you in a weak hug. Smooth, man. Real smooth, she says before letting go. I guess I'll see you around. She gives another weak smile before unlocking the door and going into her house. You stand there for a few minutes, taking in what just happened. Your mind is a big ball of confusion. Was that genuine? Was she aware she did that? What did I do? You shake your head and make your way home. Maybe tomorrow will bring answers. Okay, and that's the end of the first chapter. The author's note says, teen angst away. Ahoy, gentlemen. Teen angst on the starboard bow. I don't know. I don't know fishing terms. Or sailing terms, for that matter. I apologize if this story is starting a little rush. I didn't really have a plan for the pacing of the first act, but I promise you the next chapters will have more world building. And I just want to note that I wrote this chapter in 13 hours and finished it at about 1:30 in the morning. Other than that, enjoy! 13 hours, really? Jesus. I don't know. I feel like this would take me only maybe, I don't know. I guess it depends what kind of state of mind you're in. Anyway, that was pretty good. I like that. What do you guys think? You think it was pretty good? I don't know. Maybe I'll make another blog of this, like, I don't know what these are, blogs or whatever, but I don't know. I'll try to make another one, maybe with a different story, and see where that one takes us, and we can probably, like, decide between, like, a couple or something, which ones we want. Anyway, I've been Weird Alicorn, and I just put up this video. Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who did it. No one else. What the fuck am I even saying? Anyway, it was nice. It was nice being with you guys. Even though I'm not with you guys. Or am I? I don't know how to end this shit. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye!